Dana White is hijacking boxing. He's trying to use Canelo versus Crawford by being involved in that to manipulate high-level boxers. So they can all go over and be involved in his and Turki Al-Sheikh's special concept, which looks absolutely shocking. This is step one of what he's trying to do. He is trying to get all the fans on board with Canelo and Crawford, with him being the center of it, being the center of attention. And then if he promotes it well, he's hoping that fans are going to then say, oh, his concept might actually be interesting with Turki Al-Sheikh, with, the UFC boxing kind of model. But no, it's a shambles if you actually look at it. Look at the pay, first of all. He's trying to get involved in this and then possibly try and reduce the high-level fighter pay just to get involved in this special concept. Trying to make promises when it's not. He's trying to manipulate everyone, in my opinion. He's trying to manipulate the fans by being involved. He does not care. He has slaughtered boxing over the years. He has slagged it off so much, and now he wants to get involved. Now he just wants to get involved like nothing's been said or done by him in the past. No, he's trying to take over. He's trying to hijack the sport, and it should not work. It should not work. Why is he involved in Canelo and Crawford? Get the actual boxing promoters to promote it. Dana White's doing a great thing with the UFC. He's a great promoter. But we've got guys to do that for us in boxing already. And also, boxing is boxing. I don't want a UFC model or MMA model to be involved in boxing. They are two different kind of sports for a reason. Why, people love them. They're different things as well. They are different. And that's why it's good. I don't want two of the same thing. I'm a big UFC fan. I'm a big boxing fan. Keep them both separate. I don't want to see Dana White involved in boxing. That's the thing. He's not doing this for boxing. He's not doing this for the fans. He's doing it for control. He's doing it for money. If Turki Al-Sheikh wasn't involved, Dana White would go nowhere near boxing. He does not care. He doesn't care about the UFC fans. He's betraying them, and he's coming into boxing trying to hijack and ruin it and manipulate fighters. That is exactly what he's trying to do, and he's using the fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo in order to do that as his first step. That is what he's going to do here. It's all about image and control for him. That is it. That is it. And it's a shame. It really is. But he's literally trying to, write a narrative here, Dana White. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to write a narrative saying him and Turki Al-Sheikh are the saviors of boxers, whatever the bloody word is. But that's not the case. Dana White's not. Dana White's nothing involved in that. Turki Al-Sheikh is the man that has saved boxing and bringing us the fights that we want. Turki Al-Sheikh is the reason why Canelo versus Crawford is happening. Dana White is not. He does not need to be involved in the promotion for the fight at all. There's no point in it. All he wants to do is try and promote the boxing brand that him and Turki are trying to make, which is going to flop. I know it's going to flop, but he's going to try and manipulate fighters. He's going to try and get Canelo involved. He's going to try and get Crawford involved. Or he probably won't, but it might be that he's going to try and get other high-level names. He's going to say, oh, look at what I was able to do with Canelo and Crawford. Come over and join my thing. But no, that's not what boxing's about. That's not what boxing's about. And let's be real. Boxing fans, I know we're sick of politics. But that's been the excitement to be able to get fights like undisputed title fights. We hate all the organizations and all that we say. But there's no better feeling than getting an undisputed title fight. With Dana White's special concept, you're not going to get something like that. You're not going to get a feeling like that. Nothing beats an undisputed fight. Nothing beats a unified world title fight apart from an undisputed fight. With Dana White, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. This is the only thing that Dana White is going to be involved in with proper boxing. Other than that, he's just, after this, he's going to go and try and do his own thing. He's using it to build leverage and build up his thing. That's what he's going to do. And it is a shame, because I just feel like with normal boxing and Dana White and Turkel Sheikh's concept, it's just going to make it more of a clown show than it actually is. I mean, Misfits boxing, look at the state of that. Why is that involved? We don't want another bloody clown show thing going on. Dana White's a big man in the combat sports world, but, you know, he's an MMA man. He's not a boxing man. He slagged it off for years and years and years. Look at the state of Power Slap, for example. One other thing that Dana White's done. Look at the state of that. This is going to be another clown show, but it's involved in a sport which is already thriving right now in boxing because of Turkel Sheikh. That is why boxing is thriving. And we want to keep it that way. There's no better feel right now than what a Saudi card feel is. You're not beating something like that. You're not beating a Dimitri Bivol versus a massive card. You're not beating an Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury massive card. You're not. You're not beating that with his boxing concept, apart from with Canelo and Crawford. But really, Dana White's not even anything to do with that, though. He's just there as the face of it when he shouldn't be. You know, that's the thing. I've got a different kind of video to make on Turkel Sheikh about how he kind of betraying boxing promoters. But that's for another video. This is about Dana White trying to, you know, bring himself into it, bring his image in, and yeah, just to do nothing at all. Where was he during everything else? Where was he during the, you know, Spence versus Crawford negotiations? Where was he during all of this? He suddenly then jumps on. Where was he during, you know, the Bivol versus BF negotiations? Nowhere. Where was he during Fury and Usyk? Nowhere. He suddenly just jumped on board when he sees the Saudi money and he sees how good boxing is doing right now. And arguably right now this year and last year, it's done better than what the UFC has because of Turkel Sheikh. Now he's trying to build a bridge with him, get involved and implant his fat, bald head into boxing. That's what he's done. So, yeah, it's a shame. It is. It really is. And he's using Crawford and Canelo to build leverage. That's what's happening. If you can't see that, then you're dumb, because that is exactly what he's trying to do. That is exactly what he's trying to do. He should focus on the UFC. Focus on putting on Aspinall versus Jones. Focus on getting Ilya versus Makhachev to happen. Don't focus on Canelo versus Crawford. We've got promoters to already do that. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching.